All right, welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities live at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's time for a little grilling the way it ought to be.
That's the I love this segment. I really do. Love being with Chef JJ. JJ, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Great to see everybody. Good. Nice to be here. Nice to be here on a nice, beautiful morning.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
At the racetrack with all the excitement and fans, and you know the campers are in town.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of them. We fed a bunch of them yesterday at Food City.
I bet you've been feeding a lot of them throughout the week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is one of your busiest weekends of the year, isn't it?
It is, buddy. We get busy. People come in, shop, and we've got to be on it and prepared and ready to go first thing in the morning all the way to the evening.
All right.
And those store managers and the staff there, it seems like they love it. They've got their race shirts on. They're welcoming the fans. They got ideas.
Excited. I mean, when they come in, I mean, you can see it. You know, they've got fun shirts they're wearing, and they're making their cases big and beautiful, and it gives them some opportunity to show off a little bit.
And all right,
we're going to give you an opportunity to show off right now.
He does that every time.
He does it, and he does it really well. So what do we got going on today, JJ?
We're going to have some fun items today, really based on some of the ads we've got going on for tailgating and just kind of being out in the flat and everything. But we got these apples, these Granny Smith apples, a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil, and I've got them seasoned with an apple pie seasoning, so you don't have to do 4 or 5 seasonings. You just get one and you kind of move it on. Then I'm going to drop some butter here on top of them.
Oh, please do.
And a little bit of brown sugar.
Do you know how good that smells right now? It's
you can just eat that and be happy.
Yeah. Apples right now really in season. So many different good-looking apples.
They are, and you know, as part of our Pick 5 programs, we got apples in the produce department, and then in the meat department, we've got these little pork chops. You know, and they're also part of that program in the meat department. Okay. So I've got a little barbecue seasoning on these. Now what you don't know is last night I marinated these in apple cider.
Oh, very good.
Nice.
A little kosher salt and a little apple cider.
Puts a lot of flavor, kind of breaks them down a little bit.
It does, it does. It marinates it, gets it nice and tender. You can smell that where it's cooked, where it's marinated into it. And that's a real simple, very affordable dish that you can pick up on those pick programs. You know, they're fantastic.
And those Pick 5 programs really help out a lot of folks, and it helps get them great products as well.
It is. You know, hey, the dollar don't go as far as it used to.
Right.
So, you know, we all know that. So we've got these great programs lined up so people can go out there and get a good meal for their budget.
Absolutely.
It helps you prep, too, for the whole week. You can get what you need, and then you're like, oh, I've still got that left from my Pick 5 from Sunday. So,
absolutely. Well, another fun thing that you can do, too. Now, this is also on sale, not on our Pick programs, but, you know, we've got the old full packet. And you got the asparagus, which is part of our shortcuts program. So if you're tailgating, you probably don't want to do a lot of prep. So you buy that pre-prep, ready-to-go asparagus that's already ready. And then tuna, which is on sale this week.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, a lot of people do salmon, but tuna's on sale. It's great for this little full pack program just as well. Shrimp is on sale. We got this is P&D shrimp. It's already peeled and deveined.
Right.
So nice.
And
quick.
$41.50 I think is the amount per pound. That's the size of it. And then, of course, a little bit of butter. And I just put a barbecue seasoning on it. And, you know, the secret to these guys is when you fold it over, you get a good seal on the top. You just kind of fold it under a little bit.
Right.
And then after you get it folded under, you bring the sides up and you kind of crimp it. You want to get as much of that steam that you save in that little packet as you possibly can. And see, now you got a little full packet.
Right.
You know, you could make these up ahead of time and bring them to your camp out or bring them to your tailgating, and all you got to do is put them on the grill. I always put them on the part of the grill that might not be the hottest.
Right.
You know, you want to put a kind of a medium-high heat. You know, you don't want to get too hot. You might move it around a little bit, and you do want to flip it. You know, you've got it sealed real good, so you flip that little guy over about halfway through. You know, that's probably about a 15-minute item.
And the great thing about that too is you're not using any pans or anything like that. Yeah. You just fix it, throw it away.
And it's exactly right. And that's part of the tailgating prep that you want to think about. What can you prep that you don't have to bring back with you? You know, whether it be a bag and marinate your chicken in, and when you're done with it, you throw your bag away and you don't have anything to worry about.
Right. And that foil makes it fun. You know, when it's kind of like that element of surprise when you get to open it up. You know, I can remember as a kid making some, we called them surprise dinners.
Yeah.
Open
back
it up.
in the Boy Scout hobo dinners.
Exactly.
You know?
Those were so fun.
Hobo taters.
Yes, they were on to something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, we got these pork chops going. How long do you leave those going?
Well, typically, you know, I'll cook them to they're kind of brown.
Okay.
You don't get those spatula out here. And, you know, kind of get them flipped here. We'll take a look at them. But you want to brown them real good on both sides. They're very thin.
Yeah.
So they don't take very long.
It really doesn't. Yeah.
I like those thin cuts.
And I'm going to tell you something. pork tenderloin, pork chops like this, a great economical way to feed a big family if you've got one. But you could do so much with it because they kind of take on the flavors that you put on.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. They take on those flavors, and you know, this is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner item.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, it smells a little bit like breakfast right now.
Oh, we used to do this for breakfast a lot when I was growing up. Yeah.
And that's the fabulous part about the flexibility of getting those little pork chops. You know, having them cooked with orange juice is always a popular one. You know, you put them a little bit of orange juice and let them marinate, and then put them on in a griddle and cook them up and sear them. You know, that's always a very popular way of doing them. You know, for biscuits in the morning, a little salt, pepper, and butter is all you need.
You're talking
my language right now.
Yeah,
we're going to come back, JJ, in just a few
sir.
moments. We're going to finish all of this up, start some other things as well. And you can find everything that we've talked about here today at Food City and foodcity.com.